Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Daily Fantasy Digest Podcast, the all-inclusive podcast where we talk all things fantasy sports to help give you an edge. We are back today, breaking down this Thursday main slate here. Only 8 games here on a main slate. Before we jump into this main slate breakdown, I want to jump into a recap of yesterday. We broke down the early slate on Wednesday, and let me tell you, it was absolutely crushed. Jarrett Cole went absolutely off 10 Ks. We had Tyler Alexander, who just did exactly what we needed, roughly 10 fantasy points, nothing more. We weren't expecting anything more with a 5,800 value play at pitcher. And then we went with the Astros and the Indians. And let me tell you, Astros put off 14 runs, I believe. Yuli Gurriel hit a homer in the first inning, who was our dinger of the day call. Ended up with 8 RBIs and 33 fantasy points. Had Alex Bregman mixed in there as well with 22 fantasy points, as well as Yordan Alvarez. And then on the Indian side, we mentioned Jose Ramirez in the breakdown as well, who hit a homer and a stolen base, and had a few other value plays as well. So absolutely crushed it yesterday, cashed in absolutely all formats. It was definitely an incredible day yesterday. So if anybody watched the video and profited off of that, I hope you enjoy, because the Astros were such a low-owned stack. I had Yuli Gurriel in some of the contest at sub 15% ownership. Bregman was sub 20% ownership. It's the same with Alvarez. They were not owned at all because everybody was all over the Atlanta Braves. So with that being said, cash in all formats. Great early slate. Ready to bring that fire over here to this main slate here on a Thursday. We got 4 pitchers above 10K. Think you guys already know with who I'm going with here. We got Aaron Nola here in San Francisco. Love Aaron Nola tomorrow. Super hitter-friendly ballpark. Aaron Nola's been putting up incredible numbers all year with the 3.6 ERA and 163 Ks. He should absolutely mop the floor with San Francisco tomorrow in this pitcher-friendly ballpark. Love targeting San Francisco. We've been doing it all year. It's been super successful on this podcast. So really looking forward to keep that going here today. Jumping down into the mid-range, love a Dallas Keuchel here at 8K. I think this is a great spot for Keuchel. I think his price is priced appropriately for a matchup against Miami. He had a 20-point performance here against Miami earlier, but it was at home. His away numbers have looked a little shaky, which in some of the starts, which I think will scare a lot of people off of him. But we know Miami is absolutely terrible. They've been terrible all year. Just their ability to score runs is just not there. So with that being said, really looking forward to take advantage of Keuchel against Miami. So moving over to bat stacks, we are going to jump on the Atlanta Braves wagon here with Freddie Freeman. We're going to jump with Ender Inciarte, and it's really tough for me here. I'm going to go with an Ozzie Albies here, because we're going to go with a very interesting secondary stack. A lot of people are going to jump to the Yankees going up against, Toronto. They're pitching. Who are they pitching again? A very weird pitcher here. That I think is going to Thomas Pannone. So I think a lot of people are going to flock to the Yankees tomorrow. All over Atlanta tomorrow. Freeman has been absolutely ridiculous. He's homer in 3 straight games. Albies as well homered today. Or earlier yesterday morning, 2 homers actually. He's been going absolutely off. And then I love a cheap Ender Inciarte, who does not get enough love for all the performances that he's put up. He absolutely smashes righties, and they're going to smash Eliezer Hernandez tomorrow. I have a very good feeling of that. So I really want to take advantage of being able to pay up for some Atlanta Braves here with this stellar pitching, because I want to go and attack the Detroit Tigers here tomorrow, going up against Jorge Lopez. This should be a smash spot for a lot of players, especially somebody like Jacoby Jones. I love Jacoby Jones tomorrow, and I love Harold Castro. Harold Castro usually hits at the top of the lineup. It's an incredibly great spot. And then, as always, you know me here. Bobby Wilson at low-tier catcher here leaves you with $3,900 to be able to spend up for a third baseman or a shortstop. You can actually get Josh Donaldson as well, and be able to really diversify that stack. I'm actually going to leave Josh Donaldson in because I love Josh Donaldson more than Ender Inciarte tomorrow. So with that being said, moving forward, pitching tomorrow, it has to be Aaron Nola and Dallas Keuchel. I can't imagine a different combo. Even if I look back at pitching here, the only people I really see being viable is Eric Lawyer against Colorado, who's terrible on the road, or potentially Domingo Germán. I think he could be a very, very viable pivot for GPPs off of Aaron Nola. But Nola and Keuchel should be your top options. The Atlanta Braves are going to be the top stack of the night. I love Josh Donaldson, Ozzie Albies, and Freddie Freeman. And Ender Inciarte, if you can get him in there as well. He's super cheap at $4K. But I love Freddie Freeman, love Ozzie Albies, and like I said, Josh Donaldson, being able to put him into this build is incredible. And then I love a super cheap, probably going to be low-owned Detroit Tiger stack who's actually put up some runs in some previous games. I love Jacoby Jones here and Harold Castro. Jacoby Jones, he's put up some interesting performances here. He has incredible upside, usually hits at the top of the lineup at 3.9K. Same with Harold Castro as well, who's been a value play for almost everybody. He's like a free spot at 3.5K with outfield eligibility. And then Bobby Wilson at low-tier catcher. I'm not even expecting anything from him, but it's such a punt play that allows me to get 3.5K for the rest of the hitters here on the slate. 3.5K is definitely doable. You can get more Tigers. You can get a bunch of people here that you'll be able to put into the lineup. Jose Peraza is a great value play at 2.9K. So with that being said, this is roughly what my lineup's going to look like here. We've been very, very good on Dinger of the Day calls recently. So I want to make my Dinger of the Day call for tomorrow. Freddie Freeman's going yard again for the fourth straight game here against Elisa Hernandez. I have a very good feeling that the Atlanta Braves and Freddie Freeman are going to put on an absolute hit parade. To me, this looks like an absolute smash spot. I mean, the over-under's only currently at 8, but I have a very good feeling because today the over-under is at 8 in the Houston game, and they went absolutely off. I think this is a great spot in all formats for the Atlanta Braves, and I'm hoping a lot of people see it that as well because like I said, I have a feeling a lot of people are going to flock to Fenway or the Yankees. I'm very, very all over Atlanta. They're the hottest team in the MLB right now, in my opinion. So we're going to go with Freddie Freeman as a Dinger of the Day call. Looking to continue this hot streak. Moving into today's main slate. So with that being said, appreciate all the support we've been receiving on the videos lately. It's been absolutely incredible. Truly humbled by how much support we've been getting lately. Really love everybody smashing the like button. Hope everybody continues to hit that subscribe button. We're moving up. And head on over to Twitter. Follow the podcast at @FantasyDigest_. You can stay up to date with everything regarding the podcast and anything we may tweet before a lock, as well as the Fantasy Football League that is drafting this Friday, August 9th. We're going to have a live stream up. We're going to have everybody from the draft talking, just enjoying interacting with everybody. So come on over and make sure you stay up to date on Twitter so you can get notification when that live stream goes live. So you can go ahead and jump on in there and watch everybody draft and see who comes out on top with the best team. So with that being said, hope everybody wins some money tomorrow. Good luck on this main slate. I'm going to be playing the exact same players with you, so we'll cash out together here, and we'll see you on Friday for another MLB main slate breakdown and a fantasy football live stream. Good luck to everybody. We'll see you next time on the Daily Fantasy Digest podcast.